This omission sparked a fierce debate that nearly derailed the entire constitutional enterprise, but ultimately led to the creation of the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments that would become the cornerstone of American liberty.
Between September 17, 1787 and March 4, 1789, the Constitution had been circulated and ratified, elections were held, and the new government's Congress began operation.
This all moved forward without explicit constitutional protections for fundamental freedoms. Although the Constitution's Federalist supporters had promised amendments after ratification, the path to securing fundamental liberties remained uncertain.
The Federalist majority of the First Congress had authority to propose amendments, but many had the same objections to adding protections for fundamental freedoms that had been expressed during the Philadelphia Convention 2 years before.
In the first place, the Constitution did include what scholars refer to as a Little Bill of Rights, including habeas corpus, jury trials, prohibitions on bills of attainder, and bans on religious tests for public office. Many Federalists believed these guarantees were sufficient.
Also, many Federalists held the firm belief that because Congress was not granted authority to regulate fundamental rights, there was no need to explicitly restrain the government. Thus, a Bill of Rights was unnecessary.
Alexander Hamilton argued that since the federal government possessed only explicitly granted powers, there was no need to list additional protections. Why declare that things shall not be done which there is no power to do? Finally, there was no precedent, as no nation in history had codified a comprehensive group of liberty protections within its fundamental law.
Beginning in 1776, George Mason emerged as a fierce champion for a constitutional commitment to fundamental rights. Mason had credentials on the Bill of Rights issue as the primary author of the June 1776 Virginia Declaration of Rights. A fellow Virginian, Thomas Jefferson, found inspiration for the Declaration of Independence in Mason's Virginia Declaration of Rights.
11 years later, on September 12, 1787, as a Virginia delegate to the Philadelphia Constitutional Convention, Mason proposed adding a comprehensive Bill of Rights. His proposal was unanimously rejected.
This rejection created genuine uncertainty about whether guarantees of fundamental rights would ever become part of the Constitution. As a result, Mason refused to sign and endorse the Constitution because it did not have a Bill of Rights. Though the Constitution ultimately was ratified, opposition had arisen the moment it was published.